In August 2023, 40,000 scouts and explorers from across the world travelled to South Korea on the 25th World Scout Jamboree, seeking to make new connections, explore culture, and engage in breathtaking on-site activities. But with a typhoon looming, undesirable on-site conditions, and global news coverage, this jamboree had to adapt to city life to survive. Now, almost a year later, participants have reflected on their real experiences, so it's time to find the truth of this chaos from the ground. This is Gogglegonks, Jamboree Survivors. In this episode, our group of Jamboree participants from UK Unit 56 reminisce on their time leading up to travel to Korea, discussing highs and lows, as well as their first impressions of each other, and an interesting display of karaoke.
What do you remember from the first time you met the unit? Oh. That was a while ago.
It was a very long time ago. It's probably years now. I looked at Zach and went, I'm going to avoid that man for the next 2 years.
No.
Did you actually?
Yeah, we should actually do that.
I was pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
I was terrified.
Yeah, okay, pretty nervous is
terrified.
Yeah. I was terrified because I knew you and then I knew 2 other people.
Yeah,
Aside
but
from
I
that,
didn't like
I knew
speak to them.
you.
Yeah. I'd spoken to you like a couple of times, so knew.
Yeah, but apart from that, a lot of scary new people.
What do you think?
That was such a scary time, I can't lie. Because everyone was just, no one knew each other. Like, I think I knew like 3 people.
Yeah, I know this is going to sound really weird, but it's kind of blanked from my memory. Like, I was such a different person that I was very timid as well. Like, around new people, I still am. Actually, no, I do remember this. I told myself, and I still kind of quote this to this day, I told myself before I walked in, I was like, I kind of have to push myself to be out there and then just kind of go for it with people. And I had to have like an internal monologue going all times to like push myself to talk to people. But, you know, after a while, we all settled in, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it took me about a year to find the people, you know, we spend time with now. So, yeah, I don't remember that much at all.
I mean, we walked into a big room I've never been in before, and there's just a bunch of random people, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then with parents as well, it was like, wow. I was really daunted, actually. It was a lot of people in one room to think that we were going to spend so much time in a different country with these people.
It was a lot to take in. So
Yeah.
like, well, this is it, these are the people.
Yeah. You've got to spend a month in Korea with these people.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I remember when we took that group photo, I remember that me and Lily, because we were just too socially awkward, we decided to just hide in the back. So you can't even see us in the picture because we were like, we're short enough that we can just hide.
I know, I walked in there, thought all of you were weirdos, and just enjoyed
That was
sleeping
me.
by myself.
No, that was me. I was like, these are, like, the only person that I genuinely liked on the first camp was Abigail, and that was only because I knew her.
Who wasn't even there? Was it probably Adam Roberts wasn't even
Yeah,
there?
COVID.
Yeah, he was gone for like the first 4 events.
Yeah, no, you were zoomed in on a computer screen.
I had Zoom, and so we were all introducing each other, and I just went, "Hi, I'm Adam. I have COVID."
And all the parents were there, so it was pretty crowded. And I remember that we were going through the presentation that Phil had put together and what the trip was going to be like, and that's the first time I really kind of like realised how awesome the trip was going to be, because he was telling us about the campsite and how they'd have all these kinds of random activities on this site, and yeah, I kind of got a full understanding of what everything was going to be like.
Before going on the World Scout Jamboree, those fortunate enough to be selected come together in units on various training events to prepare them for the international event. Each unit in the UK takes 40 people, including 36 young people and 4 adult leaders. The Bucks Beacons of Buckinghamshire were one of almost 90 UK units to attend Korea's Jamboree.
What's going on here? Oh, that's Tommy. That's Tommy doing karaoke, isn't it?
Tommy is one of the most unique individuals I've ever met in my life, in a good way. And I'm pretty sure he's performing Combine Harvester. If I
No, it was Never Gonna Give You Up there.
Never Gonna Give You Up.
He literally rickrolled us on like our second camp.
Was that the which training camp was that? 3.
Here we have Tommy doing karaoke on training event 1, as we all sit and go, what is going on? Training event 3.
Oh, sorry. Training event 3.
I was like, it looks like the same room, and that's actually, yeah.
It is the same room.
Oh, it was the one where we went bowling, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then I swear there was kimchi popcorn.
Phil gave it to me and I thought, oh, it's just like normal popcorn, like it's gonna be nice, just like keep me going for a little bit. No, it was like kimchi flavoured. When I tell you, I nearly threw up, it was disgusting.
And didn't we do
Takeaway.
not long jump, the park run in the morning?
Oh yeah, that was.
It was awful. It was awful, right? And I still can't run for the life of me. But 2 years ago, could not run.
No.
Could not run. And I remember you could at least run a little bit.
I can't.
So well, you could run more than me. So I was like talking to random people whilst people were lapping me, and they were like, "Abby, let's go for a run. Let's go for a run." I was like, "No." So I just end up. That's how I actually made a couple more friends from the unit because I was just stuck talking to them because I could not run.
And the fact that we had to like walk up a huge hill to get to the park run, do the run, and then go back down. It was so awful.
Never let you down, never run.
What sort of things did you learn on training camps?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, drink water.
No matter what, just drink.
There was a lot about Korean culture and what we'd be doing. Like when we got the
But they didn't exactly have much of that. The actual jamboree, to be fair.
But yeah, no, and there was a lot of team building.
It was all about like culture and how to be respectful and like what to do and what not to do.
But also just stuff like resilience.
Yeah.
And teamwork. And
We
stuff
needed
like
a lot of that in the end.
Yeah.
I think I learned that just let your guard down, just have fun, because people don't really care. And after this, you don't have to talk to them, but like it's better if you do.
Well, in this particular picture, we're all gathered in a nice circle, speaking to some people who lived in Korea, I think. Did I remember that? Yeah.
A Korean lady and
yeah.
a Korean teacher or someone.
I think so. And so they were just, I guess, explaining the language because it's completely different alphabet and language rules and stuff, and explaining the weather.
Yeah, they tried to teach us a bit about the climate and geography and stuff, and a bit about like the Korean War and stuff.
I mean, the training camps we learnt to cook. We learnt to cook rice properly. That was a shocker. That I think it was that training camp as well where we cooked mashed potato rice.
I don't remember if you were in my group on one of the training camps, but there was one where we had like a massive pot just full of, I don't know what it was. It was like cabbage, potato, and it was just like, it was like cement, and I just had like, I was like elbow deep in this pot trying to mix it all together.
I don't think I was there for that one, but
that was when we dug the pit. Like
I wasn't there for that one
trench.
because I sprained my ankle.
Oh, you're so lucky.
I know.
I think Adam
What was
Roberts.
wrong with the pit?
Or didn't Adam Roberts have to get down in a sewer or something?
I dug out a massive hole all by myself. I got a little bit sunburnt and it was incredibly exhausting, but I was very proud of myself.
We kind of learnt how to work together as a unit, because if we'd have just had like 2 or 3, we would not be as close as we were now.
Unit 56 managed to meet for 13 training events before heading to the Jamboree in summer of 2023. It's up to the units how they manage their preparation period before joining as part of the UK contingent to fly to Korea.
What sort of team building activities did you do as a unit? I don't think I was there for that one. Which one was that? Was that the summer one? Over to you.
Yeah, it was the summer one.
Oh, I'm really sad that I missed that one.
Yeah. We went to a water park and we did lots of water activities on like a inflatable course. So there was lots of basically just chucking people off of this course and into the water, which was fun.
This water sports is a big aqua park, and this was one of the ideas that I suggested in one of the first events where we kind of planned what we wanted to do over the next year and a half while we were preparing to go for Korea. And funnily enough, this is the only one that I didn't do because I managed to skin my knees playing rugby and they were just awfully infected and whatever. Which
So you did photography.
yeah. And that camp, we did a lot of walking on the first day. When having knees that don't really bend, that's not the most fun.
But we did the walk.
Yeah.
Death walk. Death walk.
No, that wasn't the same.
No,
that was a different one.
Yeah.
No,
That's a different one.
we just took a lot of buses. This was the public transport.
This was bus in Beacon.
This was
Yeah.
bus in Beacon.
What was a low point of training events that tested you?
We talk about the hike that I didn't even get.
And then we had to camp in. It wasn't a proper campsite.
I'm glad we discovered who knew how to cook early on
Yeah.
before Korea.
We also had a lot of cabbage on that training camp.
A lot of cabbage,
especially.
a lot of
Amy planned.
kimchi.
Picture number 1. What am I supposed to say?
It says text on screen. I can't remember what it
Oh,
says.
sorry.
so-
It's not very well.